It's the Company of the Year Awards 2014, supported by ExxonMobil. And we have a fantastic event lined up for you. It's going to be really interesting. You're going to love some of the businesses that you've seen. If you've had a chance to see the stands, you're probably already very impressed. You'll find out who the heck I am in just a moment or so. But before that, what I'd like to do is introduce our first of our speakers, in fact, to welcome us to this fantastic cathedral here in Guildford. Please would you put your hands together for the Reverend Canon Gitzos.
Chapter and community of Guildford Cathedral, it is a very great pleasure to welcome you here today for this year's Young Enterprise South East Regional Final for the Company of the Year Awards. It is wonderful to have with us today so many guests representing the civic, business and community life of the regions we represent. It is particularly wonderful to welcome a cathedral full of capable, gifted and enthusiastic young people. It's an amazing atmosphere here this morning, full of that buzz of excitement and anticipation, a real vibrancy as well as reverence. Part of the cathedral's mission is to be a place where achievement, creativity and enterprising endeavour can be celebrated. And all of that flows from our commitment to engage deeply and critically with God's world. To that end, some of you may be aware that we are running an appeal at the moment, having just tipped over the 1 million mark of a 1.3 million target. We're doing that not just to secure the future of this building, but the people and connections and relationships that we sustain here as a centre of art and music, learning and civic and public life. I hope that you might consider supporting our Make Your Mark appeal, and you'll find information on our website. Today, though, we give thanks for the mark you are already making through your hard work and collaboration. As you know, the winner of this event will represent this part of the South East at the national finals in London on the 1st of July. Enjoy today's celebration. I hope you find it encouraging as you continue to pursue your ideas within this competition and beyond. You are most warmly welcome.
Please would you give a warm welcome to the area manager, Young Enterprise, Tracy Parish.
Thank you, Reverend Canon Gitzos, for that lovely warm welcome. Today is indeed a celebration of young people in this region, and on behalf of this region of South East England, Kent, Surrey, Sussex and the Channel Islands, can I extend a massively warm welcome to you all. I know many of you have travelled huge distances to be here, and a particularly warm welcome to our friends from the Channel Islands who would like to make a welcome. So today's event, starting in the autumn of 2013, more than 2,000 students in this region battled their way through the programme, the process, and through various area and county finals to be here today. The companies will be competing for various awards as featured in your programmes, and as Canon Gitzos said, the best company, the overall company, will represent this region at the British Film Institute on the 1st of July, where they will go up against the might of the rest of the young enterprise regions in the country. A reminder to us all, I guess, there are 3 phases to the competition. There are the company reports, which were submitted in advance to our panel of judges, so most of you would not have seen those. The trade stands and interviews, well, many of you would have have seen the trade stands and no doubt conducted your own interviews. And of course the presentations, which we're all looking forward to, which is why I need to exit any minute now. It is also worth reminding ourselves that all elements of the competition carry equal weighting, all those three elements. Please welcome the chair of the judges from ExxonMobil, Mr. John Gunn, Shruti Barton, Sophie Cornish, Mr. Dean Lockery, Lorna Simpson. Each team will have 4 minutes, just 4 minutes to present their company. And we have a traffic light system operating today. We have a traffic warden down below, Wendy, down below me here. And they start on green. If you can't sit, don't worry, the companies can. Then with 1 minute to go, it goes amber. Then when your time's up, it goes red. Okay, the lights look they're about to change, so I better leave. But you've heard from him already. Allow me to introduce you the man who will guide you through today's proceeding. He is a broadcasting legend. He's a great friend of Young Enterprise. Please give a massive welcome to the Managing Director of Business Connections Live, Mr. Steve Hyland.
Each of the businesses are going to be introduced by a representative who will tell you a little bit more about the business and will give you an understanding before they come on and they actually do, I suppose, their pitch to you. Each of the businesses are going to be introduced by a representative who will tell you a little bit more about the business and will give you an understanding before they come on and they actually do, I suppose, their pitch to you. So then, ladies and gentlemen, the first of our businesses that's going to be presented to you today are a company called Bird Igloo. And they're from Claremont Fan Court School, the North Surrey area, the North Surrey board, and they're going to be introduced by John Alvis. Please will you put your hands together for John.
Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to introduce the company who have been lucky enough to be picked to be the first to present today. Whether that's an advantage or a disadvantage, I'm not sure, but we'll find out. From Claremont Fan Court School, they have a very innovative product, as you will see. You can probably guess from the name that it has something to do with birds. The word igloo is perhaps less obvious, but I'll leave them to explain the details. They're also unusual. Most Young Enterprise teams are either Year 10 or Year 12 students. These are a combination of Year 10 and Year 12. And I'm told that the Year 10s were hiking through the bad weather this weekend for the Duke of Edinburgh Award. But they've made it here today, and I would now like to ask them to present Bird Igloo from Claremont Fan Court School.
Robin Flowerchild III, and I'm here to introduce to you the Bird Igloos with their hit new song, Expected Profit Margin and Long-Term Sustainability. Okay, 3, 2, 1!
Oh, wait, what are you doing?
I'm just introducing the band, man. No biggie.
How many times do we have to tell you that we are not the band, Winston? We are the creators of the award-winning, environmentally friendly and educational product, Bird Igloo.
Oh, so we're more like a tribute band then. You know, I love the Birds. I love that Dylan song they did, Tambourine Man. That was far out.
No, not the 60s band. Our product is designed to help some of the 596 species of birds that are in the UK.
Wait, so what you're saying is we make igloos for birds? Oh, that's crazy. Most groove-tacular. Well, how's about you show me your idea then? Go on, you got my attention.
Thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, firstly the Bird Igloo is a fun reusable kit that contains all you need to create your very own birdhouse.
But what makes the Bird Igloo even more special is that it enables you to make a birdhouse which is environmentally friendly, encourages the use of recycled materials, and is weatherproof and durable.
The finished Bird Igloo is completely biodegradable, while the mold and rivets are reusable. Therefore, a kit makes more than one Bird Igloo.
I guess you could really say we're killing two birds with one stone with that one. Oh wait, that's not good. Sorry guys, you might have lost that RSPB endorsement. So, how did you come up with this thing anyway?
Well, we heard that a pupil in Year 11 had come up with the concept of birdie glue for his GCSE product design. We have done work with him to refine the product, focusing on branding and market testing.
Our target audience is primarily younger children, as the bird glue is a great activity for use by schools and for families alike. We invited some junior school pupils to come and make birdie glues with us, and they loved it. We used their feedback to help us finalise the product details and instruction packs.
We also made sure that the kit is good value for money, so for a retail price of only £6.50, you get the full birdie glue kit. This is £4.25 profit on each kit. Our profit so far is £1,370.
So wait, how do you make these? We currently manufacture the birdie glues ourselves using equipment from school. However, Coldingley Prison has agreed to, in principle, manufacture the birdie glues themselves as part of their Steps Resettlement project.
So, you know, I'm a bit skimp right now. You don't suppose I can have one of these birdie glue kits for like, nothing? You know, one eco-warrior to another.
Not a chance, Winston. We've been selling these items at the likes of Garson's Farm and Leisure, Gavin Jones Plantation Nursery Spring Fair, and Thameston Library Craft Fair. Now our aim is to expand the market by selling to scout groups, primary schools and forest schools.
We have sold to scout groups and forest schools in the area, supporting all our sales by providing a free workshop for all bulk orders. In fact, we did workshops at the Willows Forest School and scout groups. This fits in perfectly with the Key Stages 1 and 2 curriculum, as it is essential to learn about wildlife and their habitats.
Our main focus at the moment is to get endorsement from other companies and organisations related to the environment, such as the RSPB and the National Trust. Finally, to recap, birdie glue is suitable for all ages with educational purposes.
Made from reusable, recyclable materials, the birdie glue is eco-friendly both in manufacturing and in use.
And most of all, birdie glue is sustainable with a bright future. Thank you for listening.
Wait, hold up. I feel like I've got something to say. The environment is pretty rad, and we don't want to make it sad. Alright, thank you to all my fans. Peace out, everybody.
And now let's move on to our next business, Marion Barris, Guernsey Training Centre, and representing them and to tell us a little bit more about them from the Guernsey board, please would you welcome Caitlin Festi.
This on. I'm delighted to introduce Marion Barris today. They're made up of students from 4 local companies from years 11 and 12. They have worked hard to become a cohesive and dynamic company, bearing in mind that they didn't know who they all were at the beginning. And I can assure you that you'll be amazed by their business acumen, their poise, their presence, their ideas and their achievements. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Marion Barris.
For Marion Barris, Young Enterprise is all about 2 things: education and entrepreneurship. Education is learning as many new things as possible. Entrepreneurship is reaching as many customers as possible. So why stick with just one product or service? We went for 3. Candles, hoodies, and a disco. Now, I admit that these don't sound like the most exciting combination, but rest assured, we'll be informing you of the good reasons behind each. So, let's begin with the candles. Jenna, why did we choose candles?
Christmas. We needed to stake a claim in such an important market, and our survey suggested scented candles as the best option. However, we knew we could give it an extra touch, a Marion Barris touch, something amazing. Dan?
We decided to produce the candle ourselves, using eco-friendly soil wax combined with recycled glass jars to minimise cost and maximise our ethical credentials. But Robbie, apart from understanding the production process of the candles, what else did we learn?
The key lesson we took away from the candles was in the art of scent.
We were limited to a single stall on Guernsey's High Street for late night Christmas shopping, but we overcame this limited time, limited space, and we surpassed our competitors. Rather than remaining behind our stall, we got in and amongst the shoppers, approaching them with friendliness and confidence. In fact, our sales tactics were so, if you pardon the pun, amazing, that Twitter went wildfire. With this in mind, we advertised our flagship venture, hoodies, with social media.
We ventured into a partnership with a local company to produce the hoodies. This external communication taught us new discipline that internal communication could not, and as a result, our modus operandi prioritised communication, leading to a smooth production process. We added value by creating a wide range of designs, also allowing customers the freedom to choose both style and colour.
This targeted young people, an audience we knew we could reach easily by exploiting our position in a tightly knit island community. The marketing team was occupied in getting the Mirabaris brand out there in any way possible. Posters, photos of local celebrities holding our product, as well as active Facebook and Twitter pages, plus more surveys to find popular colours and choices.
Our total profit of £876, I think, speaks for itself. The hoodies were our most successful product, and in part due to their year-long presence. In contrast, the disco took place over a single night. We organised the disco via 7 and 8, capitalising on a free school hall. This decision was partly driven due to the opportunity of learning new organisational skills. As learning experiences go, the disco deserves a special mention. Disaster struck when the original venue became unavailable, leaving us only 1 week to reorganise and re-advertise.
The change of venue was a challenge for the marketing team, but thanks to the localised nature of the advertising needed, it was overcome and surpassed.
Once more, the proof is in the pudding, and that pudding tasted good. A triple-digit profit figure showed that we were able to see our problems and overcome them to please our shareholders, who each received a dividend of 237% at the end of the year. Thanks, guys. We hope you've been amazed.
Mirabaris. Well done. All right, then let's move on now to our next company that's going to be joining us here. This company is called Alpha, from the Bishop Loughler School. That's the Arran and Chichester board. And to introduce them, please would you give a warm welcome to Zoe Cornish.
It's my great pleasure and honour to be here and introduce you to Alpha from Bishop Loughler School based in Chichester. The team is made up of Year 12 students and no one can tell you better about who they are and what they do than Alpha themselves. So rather than me talking about them, I'm going to let them do that themselves. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce Alpha to the stage.
Good afternoon everyone, my name is Eleanor and I'm the Managing Director of Alpha. We're an environmentally friendly company who work directly with the Waste Prevention Advising Team at West Sussex County Council. We produced an acrostic to show our values. A is for ambitious.
L is for limitless.
And P is for professional.
H is for hardworking.
And A is for aspiring.
Just to draw attention to a few highlights from our mission statement, we produce innovative products with the environment and our target market always being a priority. Introducing Beach Beats.
Instead of wasting time, try new Beta Beats for a new, neat, tax-effective way of keeping them untangled. Alpha, start with us.
We've purchased a patent for this unique headphone detangle product. It is made entirely by us and designed by us as well. It is made using recycled material that we purchased from a local company for a negotiated fee. We were so pleased with this product that we decided to purchase a patent for it. And through this, we were headhunted by a local company to produce for them as well. Sadly, Lizzie isn't here today, so I'll be covering that as well. We initially started with a bold logo, but we weren't entirely happy with it, so we decided to redesign and produce a modern, up-to-date, eye-catching logo, which we used for branding on our beauty beads. We also used platforms for social media such as Facebook, Twitter, and our website, which produced over 4,000 views now, 3,000 at the time. This has been great to keep in contact with our target market. We allocated roles according to interests and abilities. This meant that we saved time and were productive and efficient.
Hello, I'm Tim Hilgeld, the Finance Director of Alpha. To start with, we sold 280 shares at £1 each to raise a starting capital of £280. We decided to sell them primarily within the company so we could retain the voting power. Our best-selling product were our mugs, which gave us a total profit of £170. However, our product with the highest profit margin were our Beta Beats, our main product, with a profit margin of 92%. Here is a page from our financial spreadsheet. Our current bank balance is £753. And here is a possible allocation of our final profits, with the remaining £68 being decided upon by shareholders and company members.
Good afternoon, I'm Sam Chapman, I'm the Deputy Director of Alpha. I'm stepping in for Rosie as unfortunately she cannot be here either. Over the year we've had a number of high moments and a number of devastating lows. One of our highest moments was the creation of our Beta Beats, which are completely made by ourselves and designed by ourselves. They did have initial frailties, however, due to structural incapabilities, but we resolved these by doubling up and redesigning the original design. We've also had motivation problems from the beginning, but we shortly resolved these with schemes such as Employee of the Month and Cake Mondays, which proved very popular with everybody. But throughout the year, we've learned to be more resourceful and resilient, seen here today when 2 of our members couldn't make it. We just wanted to say a very warm thank you for everyone who's been involved in Young Enterprise, especially our lead teacher, Ms. Blanca Timberlake, and our business advisor, David Furlow, for all their support and guidance.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alpha! Interesting about their key points. You probably all live this for yourselves, haven't you? But life is like that, isn't it? You have your high points and you have your low points in life, and we all walk that path down between the two. And they've learned that. Some of us who are slightly older here probably already know that. Right then, let's move smartly on then. Our next business that we're going to have up is Gudrun from the Surrey Youth Support Service. That's the West Surrey Board. Sibylla Tyndale will be introducing the business.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was only a few months ago that I met the team at Goodwood, and my admiration for their achievements knows no bounds. They have impressed by their originality. They've impressed with their handmade and really upscale products, made of good wood. They've impressed with their zeal and their enthusiasm for their project and all their customers. But they've really, really impressed by the fact that they have the beginnings of a really sound and long-term business, one that is designed to last. In my 7 years of being involved with Young Enterprise, I think they are a true exemplar of what Young Enterprise is all about. Goodwood have really ignited a flame, and I'm going to hand over to the team. Let's give a big hand to Luke and to Connor.
Good afternoon. I'm Luke, the Managing Director. And I'm Connor, the Productions Director. To be good in business, for us, we are creating a product that really matters and learning a true craft. We left school early, but we work and we study part-time. We call ourselves Goodwood because we are good with wood, wood is good, and what we do is good.
Our mission is to create a new life from old, discarded wood. So how do we do this, Luke?
Well, we reclaim the wood from desktops to floorboards. We slice it, we plane it, we sand down and grain it, add finishing touches, and now we have made it.
So for us, money really does grow on trees. By April, we had sales in stock of £1,200. We had prizes of £160 and a net profit at £850. So I guess that makes us a tremendous success. So how did it all start? We started by brainstorming ideas in the workshop and deleted those that were just too big, too expensive, too detailed, or just not good enough for the environment. We took our little acorn product ideas and in the workshop we manufactured them.
Creating ourselves 5 prototypes. These were display boxes, house signs, candle holders, clocks and personal boxes. We sold and test marketed these products in Woking, Surrey. We found that we took the same amount from sales as we did from orders on the day.
We listened to customers and adapted to their wishes, turning our plain boxes, which didn't really sell at all, into our hanging key boxes.
Retail customers had special requests, meaning we had to make larger templates for our shop signs, which you can see firsthand in the Guildford Cathedral shop. Corporate gifts for a vineyard gave us a chance to be truly creative.
In selling, we have always learned to be natural, enthusiastic, always to smile, and to know our products inside out.
Being heard. Personally, I prefer word of mouth and being able to speak to customers directly, but we've had to branch out into social networking, so check us out.
We have always learned to stay together and stay as a team. Also, to work smart, not just hard. This means staying in control from checking our job lists to our ever-growing order book.
Our biggest problems have come from people not showing up, leaving to full-time jobs, and managing our old customers as well as our new customers. Connor, has it been as easy as falling off a log?
Well, as you know, not always.
Moving forwards, we are now arranged to license out our brand to other young carpenters, providing jobs for them to create our products. We know we have value in our brand, and we are now receiving help from the IOD with trademarking, and we're registered at Company's House. So for us, the future really is bright. Guildford, thank you for listening.
If he tries to sell you anything in the car park, just walk away, okay? Absolutely fantastic presentation, and loads of great puns in there. A little bit of thought went into that. Absolutely fabulous. Good with that. Calibra, Jersey Careers Service, they're going to be next. They're from the Jersey Board, as always. And to introduce the business, please would you welcome here this afternoon, Dominic Herbert.
Good afternoon. The next team are made up of 16 young students, young achievers from across 4 separate secondary schools in Jersey. It's been a long journey for them. It's been a great journey, and they've really come together along the way as one team. Apologies. I will move on to say, having travelled across the Channel Waters to present to you today, a team who have got a strong commitment to corporate social responsibility, as well as an undeniable talent for event management. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Calibre.
Good afternoon, we are Calibre. When we formed, it was clear we wanted this experience to be informative and insightful, but we knew in order for this to happen, we had to learn by doing. We therefore felt it appropriate to get stuck in right from the word go with our first business venture. This was an authentic Christmas stall, selling traditional sweets, homemade jam, Jersey black butter, and hyacinth flowers planted in eco-friendly and spray-painted food cans. However, on one day of trading, tragedy struck.
It was a Sunday morning, beautiful and fine. The air was fresh and the sun did shine. Happy shoppers filled the streets, eagerly awaiting their delicious treats. But the day would turn to something quite rotten. It would stay with us all, never forgotten. Max and I were manning the stall when suddenly the table began to fall. It swung to the left, it swung to the right. I'd never before seen such a terrifying sight. We put it back where it was, there to stay, or so we thought, not prepared for what was coming our way.
Horror, destruction, an indescribable sight. Chaos, anarchy, our stall in plight. Jars had been smashed, scattered on the floor, the cries of thousands of sweets, a scene of true gore. Distress filled the air, and naught could be done. An event so horrific on a day filled with fun. Why did this happen? What could it mean? A tragic misfortune that could not be foreseen.
But all was not lost, despite this harsh blow. For the kindness of strangers would we very soon know. From those in the shops to the man walking past, the help would come quick and the help would come fast. From simple donations to cleaning apparatus, the generosity of others would promptly save us.
We surpassed all of our business aims so early on in the business venture, with a profit of £1,138.35.
Now, we knew we had to better ourselves in terms of development and innovation. Luckily, we'd already started planning an event. We decided to run a Great Gatsby themed dinner and auction. On the night, we had live music, photo bus which we got for free, and of course, a raffle. We set the tickets at £40 per person, which included a 3-course meal and a free drink on arrival. And we were thrilled to sell 140 tickets.
So we set about advertising. We did this via many mediums. We had a Facebook page and adverts in the Jersey Evening Post charity section. We had poster and email campaigns around local businesses and did a BBC Radio Jersey interview. As for sponsorship, auction lots and raffle prizes, we wrote to a large amount of local businesses explaining who we were, what our aim was and requesting support. We generally got a very good response with over £1,000 in sponsorship money, including football tickets with VIP lunch and chauffeur driven Bentley.
No, it wasn't easy. It certainly was very difficult to keep on track and not throw in the towel. We came up against various difficulties and setbacks, but we persevered and we were determined to show what Calibre could do in terms of events management. And of course, the fact we sold so many tickets meant there was no going back. The evening itself was a great success.
Moving on to the finances of the event, spending totaled just over £1,000. However, we made a profit of £1,850 just from ticket sales, and we made a further £2,670 from the auction and raffle. The bottom line is that Calibre's total assets currently stand at £4,612.22.
We are also extremely proud to be able to donate this to Teenage Cancer Trust to continue their incredible work. To raise such a substantial amount for such a prestigious charity close to our hearts is an honour. There were inevitable ups and downs, making us stronger as a team to pull through. We hope you've been able to see how this journey has helped us develop our skills and widen our knowledge. We thank you for this amazing opportunity, and on that note, thank you for listening.
Our next business is from the Tunbridge Wells Grammar School. This is called Uproar. And to introduce them from the West Kent board, please will you give a warm welcome to Les Robinson.
Thank you. It's my honour to introduce Uproar. They are from Tunbridge Wells Grammar School for Boys, as we just heard. They had a very interesting concept. You've all seen these wooden pallets that the companies deliver things on. Major problem what to do with them. They have spent a lot of time designing products to basically upcycle those pallets. So they've got some great products. The team has worked fantastically well, great team spirit, and I've been involved with Young Enterprise for a number of years now, and I can quite say, hand on heart, I don't think that I've ever come across a team that has worked so hard. So, my pleasure, introduce Uproar.
Good afternoon. We are Uproar Furniture, a young enterprise company that produces wooden furniture from recycled pallets through the process of upcycling. We are a proud enterprise and the flagship company for the Garden of England. Here is a short video which illustrates the work Uproar does.
All over the world, trees are cut down in thousands to create industrial wooden pallets. After use, would you leave it to be burnt, or will upcycling give a new life as part of that fresh new line of recycled wooden furniture? Uproar, quality furniture crafted from recycled wood.
As many of you know, survival of the fittest is as evident in business as it is in the natural world. For a company with an environmental agenda, we have had to adapt to our environment. But we did face problems on our road to success. Problem number one was, okay, how on earth are we going to build these things? Well, it took a total of 250 hours in the workshop, practicing the carpentry, perfecting the art of upcycling, and then dovetailing each product into an attractive object that resembled our USP. But it wasn't just as simple as learning the tricks of the trade and then knuckling down. It never is. Time, men, and low revenue were all posing problems. By Christmas, our stock was dwindling, and this was beginning to be extremely problematic. One of our screws was loose. It was at this point that we decided to rethink our strategy. Firstly, we looked at our sales figures, and we had to be brutal. The wine racks were not selling, so we decided to stop producing them. It was as simple as that. Secondly, we were not producing enough stock, so we sent more members of the team down to the workshop. As a result of these changes, by the end of February this year, we had almost doubled production, including 3 times the amount of bird boxes, and they flew off the shelf. In fact, our sales by March were 23% higher than predicted.
Problem number 2, and one which overshadowed much of our success in the early months of 2014, was trying to promote our company and selling the idea of upcycling. How many of you have heard of upcycling before today? Exactly, yes, we all know the courses take, recycling paper, solar panels, even driving a Prius. Upcycling's process of rescuing abandoned wood and transforming it into something desirable is an invaluable process to our planet. You see, every cubic metre of lumber on this earth has drawn nearly 1/4 metric tonne of CO2 out of the atmosphere, and very few people appreciate this. As we discovered earlier, only some of you knew what upcycling was, and so, questionnaires, school emails, and even social media use part of our marketing operation. And come market day, the store was accompanied by a glamorous aesthetic. We're also excited to announce iPhone application under production. Our marketing team has achieved all of this while keeping expenses down 19% lower than predicted. However, at first, the market couldn't see the wood from the trees. We worked hard to rectify this. Adding things like social media through our Facebook campaign of Uproar selfies, and even celebrity endorsement from celebrities like Davina McCall, Marcus Brigstock, and Mr. DIY himself, Nick Knowles. We should also mention our encounter with Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, who was eyeing up some of our products at the South of England show last week. And why shouldn't she, considering the size of her garden?
Financially, Uproar have been sound. When submitting the company report in May, Uproar had already accumulated a net profit of £592.86, equating to a 69% net profit margin. Subsequently, after appearing at the South of England show, Uproar's turnover rose from £1,019 to £1,162. We'd also like to mention that we made a small donation to a partnership charity.
Along our journey, we have had to adapt, and as a result, we have survived and thrived. Uproar as a business is success. Thank you for listening.
great presentation once again. Penultimate one now, Omni from Hurstpierpoint College, from Mid Sussex Board. Please would you welcome Mandy Mills.
Yes, I'm here to talk about Omni from Hurstpierpoint College. They're representing the Mid Sussex and Sussex area boards today, and I'm really excited that they're able to tell you about their travel solutions as their product. So it's my great privilege to welcome them to the stage. Please put your hands together for Hurstpierpoint College, Omni.
Hey Anya, how do you think of joining your enterprise? I joined to develop my skills in teamwork and leadership.
I joined Young Enterprise to learn how to sell different products.
I joined Young Enterprise to understand how business is set up and develops.
I just want to make some money.
We are Omni, and now we're going to tell you how we achieve all of these things.
Hello, I'm Matt, and I'm a finance director for Omni. We're a team of 12 nursing students from Hurstpierpoint College. After we had gone through an election process set up our team, our first task was to choose our company name.
Hi, I'm Cara, HR Director of Omni. We wanted a name that was short and memorable, but had meaning. In the end, we chose Omni. It means all in Latin and signifies our intent to all work together as a united team.
I'm Ellie, Company Secretary for Omni. After an intense brainstorming session, we identified products we wanted to sell. These all had the common theme of travel solutions. This influenced our company logo, as not only does our globe form the O in Omni, but also reflects our product choice.
Hi, I'm Milo, Operations Director for Omni. Branding became a key feature of our company. As well as the globe, we use the vibrant colour turquoise in all our marketing materials, from business cards to packaging and even our clothing.
Our initial product research identified a new kind of headphone coming into production. These zip-up earphones came in bright colours with long cables to make sharing music easier. The zip feature also cuts down on tangling.
We agreed that our target market was 20 to 30-year-olds and teenagers. This was a great match for our product. We then came up with our own name for the product, Zippies.
We sold 2 blocks of stock, one at the November trade fair at Burgess Hill, and another to our local market of families and students of Hurst. Apart from a few which had to hold back for display purposes or to return broken items, we sold all of our 240 units.
They were sold at a unit price of £8.50 with an overall net profit after tax of £602.29p. We did find it quite challenging selling at the trade fair, as not all the customers were of our target market. However, with perseverance and energy, we managed to sell out by early afternoon. After successfully selling our first travel solution, we decided to come up with a new, unique product.
However, we soon realised that time was against us, and we would not have time to go into production before our exams in the summer. But we did make this prototype.
With the music festival market in mind, we came up with what we call the Ponkit. This is a sleeping bag liner, but can also be worn as a poncho or blanket during cool evenings watching your favourite band.
It can be made in a range of colours and designs. Our aim would be to approach companies like Blacks and Members and see if they'd be interested. We're still researching production and material costs, so watch this space.
So as we approach the end of our Young Enterprise experience, has it been a success? Yes, we had a return on our shares of over 125%. But was it easy? No. Just as we began selling our product, we soon realised that other high street stores had also begun selling it. Luckily, our prices were much lower, so actual competition did not impact on sales.
We also experienced a flood in the room we were storing our stock. Some of the units were damaged, but we managed to claim on the insurance to cover the costs. Our suppliers failed to inform us of additional customs charges on both our shipments. This was a nasty financial surprise, but thanks to our robust pricing policy, we managed to absorb the cost with little impact.
We found it challenging to come up with ideas which were new and unique. For example, the Ponkit is our second prototype. Since just as we're about to start making the original sample of our sleeping bag, we discovered that it was already been sold on the high street.
But we did learn to work well together as a team to successfully sell to a wide variety of customers, to complete all the steps necessary into setting up a business, and we made money. We are Omni.
Thank you for listening.
going to get me mine. So then, the last of our businesses that are with us today, all prepared and ready to go to take us to the interval in a few moments' time. And before that, we have Intech UK. They're from the Sir Roger Manwood School and represented from the Dover board. Please, would you welcome and to introduce our business, Leslie James.
To introduce the last team. I've worked with a number of teams with Young Enterprise over the last few years, and I must say, with the determination that these teams and these young people have, I've never worked with a team that has been so committed. They've made an eco kit. I'm not going to tell you about it. I'm sure you've all seen it on their tray stands. So please give a warm welcome to Intech UK.
Good afternoon, my name is Cheryl Sheikh and I'm the Managing Director of Intech UK, the home of the Eco Kit. The Eco Kit is a constructible wind turbine used as a teaching aid to help students learn about renewable energy.
It is a reusable kit made out of fully recyclable, high-quality acrylic, allowing different groups of students to build the turbine over and over again.
So how does it work?
Good question, Mel. Well, using either a desk fan for demonstration purposes or natural air, wind rotates the turbine, creating electricity, which is then stored in a capacitor.
The switch is then turned on and a light bulb illuminates, demonstrating the green production of electricity.
The kit is a great educational team-building activity.
Included in the kit is an instructions booklet, video assembly guide and educational animation, which is where this short clip is from.
Electricity. Electricity is the invisible force that powers every part of our lives. An alternative to burning fossil fuels for electricity is renewable energy. With renewable energy, there is no green gas emissions, no pollution emissions, and so it doesn't contribute to global warming.
Our product is
educational yet fun,
affordable yet profitable,
simple yet innovative.
It all started 8 months ago when during our first meeting we evaluated each team member's strengths and weaknesses in order to allocate company responsibilities. We branded our company Intech UK with a strong focus on innovative technology.
The team came to life when our company of 12 young entrepreneurs came up with a number of ideas ranging from colour-changing soap to an educational kit that would enhance the knowledge of young students about renewable energy.
Following a governmental initiative to emphasise environmental issues in primary schools, we began to pursue this emerging opening in the market with the Eco Kit.
The company sold 409 shares, and along with the extremely successful fundraising fashion show, we raised substantial capital.
We carried out market research in several primary schools, also using it as an opportunity to secure potential sales.
After several prototypes, we discovered that the Eco Kit was loved by children, and we did begin to secure sales.
We also discovered that schools were interested in a training service for their teachers covering how to use our kit. This is now a chargeable service which we provide.
As a team, we have overcome several problems. One of these was how to batch produce products cost effectively.
After considering outsourcing, which was too expensive, we have decided to manufacture in-house at our own store.
Keeping costs down, we now pay A-level DT students to solder components.
At the same time, we made a deal with the school which allows us to run our manufacturing process overnight.
We soon realised communication was essential. Within the team, we communicated very effectively using Facebook,
weekly board meetings,
our company email account,
and the Young Enterprise website.
We also created a company policy to help enforce discipline within the team.
Driven by market research, we priced the Eco Kit at $29.99, and we were able to break even at only 16 units.
16 units, Mikey? Well, you'll be delighted to know that we have already secured sales of 40 units from just 3 schools, and we're currently in the process of marketing to others.
This amounts to a gross profit of £693.04.
Once all of our orders have been fulfilled in the next month, shareholders will see an increase of 259% in their share value.
We'll continue to develop the products with new ideas such as solar energy, and with the demand and interest being generated, you can be sure to see us open up as a full company.
So keep your eyes open as we attempt to improve the future of our Earth, as we continue
educating today
for the energy of tomorrow.
Thank you for listening.
So there we have it. Intech UK, and they are the last of our 8 businesses that will be presenting to you today. Now, obviously, just to remind you, it isn't just on the presentations, who knows to read. In fact, our judges have been going through the business books, in fact, all the backroom stuff that many businesses have to do to see their understanding, the clarity, and what they've actually, the work they've put into that to make certain that these are sustainable businesses and successful businesses. But I tell you what we can do, we can give all 8 of our companies a really loud round of applause. Let's hear all our businesses today. So judges, it's time to lock you away in a small room somewhere and really to have a bit of a conversation. That is going to be a real toughie, that one. Each of the presentations was fantastic. Please, we can give a round of applause for our judges. They've got a tough job ahead. And we're going to take a short break while the judging takes place, and we'll be back here very shortly. Don't worry, we will let you know when you've got to sit down again. But take a short break now, have an opportunity to go around and maybe look at the different stalls that are here, and we'll continue with Young Enterprise, our big regional finals, in just a few moments' time. Thank you. Please will you welcome from the Guildford County School, writes in the bath, writes in the living room. When the moment takes her, she can write anywhere. The idea comes into her head and a new song is born. Please will you welcome Holly Forth.
Don't look back or she'll be gone.
This afternoon with our presentations and our different awards. Of course, we're going to be finding out who our winners are going to be a little bit later on, but before that we do have a number of special awards. The first one is the Gold Award, and this is going to be presented by Roy Howard. Roy, if you'd like to join us up here, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Roy Howard. I'm the Regional Director for Young Enterprise, looking after the south of England. It's my very great pleasure to be here this afternoon, and I'd like to echo everybody else's congratulations to the young people that did their presentations earlier and set up these fantastic trade stands. They were absolutely brilliant. I'm here to present what Young Enterprise called the Gold Award. So I'm going to read out the citation of this particular person, and then I'll be privileged to present the Gold Award to them. So let me just read this to you. This person has been a major presence in Young Enterprise West Kent for over 25 years. From taking his first company as an advisor to the national final, he has dedicated many hours each week to Young Enterprise, working tirelessly as an advisor, a board member, running finance workshop coaching, and most recently as a judge. He's been responsible for recruiting many of the Young Enterprise advisors, board members and judges that are still active in the West Kent area. And although few of those would even aspire to match the longevity and the commitment that he's given to West Kent. After several years of announcing this would be his final year in Young Enterprise, and he's obviously been convinced every year to carry on, he's finally stepped away from the day-to-day involvement in West Kent Young Enterprise in the knowledge that he leaves it in safe hands. He continues to attend the West Kent Young Enterprise public events, and his reputation in Young Enterprise West Kent and beyond means that he rarely needs to be qualified with his surname. So I'd like you to make a big congratulations while I award the Gold Award to Charles Largy.
Is the Journey Award. Many of us in our lives travel a journey from A to B. Many of these young people that are here are travelling a journey from A to B. Most of them haven't actually arrived yet. We've probably still got a long way to go. Some of us are maybe nearing the end of our journey, being in question probably. But really it's looking at maybe commercially how they've actually developed, how they've grown. And for the Journey Award, please would you welcome to give us a little bit more information about it. And the nice thing about this, we're also supporting this one, Business Connections Live. Please would you welcome Richard Lee and also Linda Bazant.
Get bored of hearing this, but I have to also extend my congratulations to all the teams today. I thought you were all incredible, and every time I see these kind of events, I am actually inspired by what you do. At some point today, somebody is going to say there can only be one winner. I almost guarantee it. I fundamentally disagree with that. I think anybody that takes part in Young Enterprise has the opportunity to be a winner, because the goal is around developing skills and attitudes that are going to help you later in life. The Journey Award is reflecting that very thing. It's who has taken the opportunity presented to them by Young Enterprise and developed the most. Who has seen this, no matter where they find themselves at the time that Young Enterprise turns up, and gone, I'm going to make the most of this, I'm going to develop skills, I'm going to develop attitudes, and when I finish this programme, I will be a stronger candidate, not just for work, but I'll be ready to fulfill ambitions in life. There are 4 people who are on the shortlist. They're not necessarily from the teams that have participated. The 4 people are Scarlett Curitan, Luke Lydiard, George Mullis, and Sue Ram Kim. I'd like you just to applaud the fact that all 4 of those people have done something incredible. Some comments about the winner before I reveal the name. This outstanding young person arrived uncertain, brave, questioning, ready to learn about business. Why has given this individual constancy and growing strength. He has spotted working smart as well as working hard, realising business needs systems and strategies, and learned that knowing your product is well respected and having attitude with gratitude. Why has taught this individual about ownership and the power of goodwill. there's one comment that I think sums this up. With a spark which circumstances tried to extinguish, through young enterprise, this young person is a star ready to shine. The winner of the Young Enterprise Journey Award is Luke Lydia.
Congratulations, absolutely fantastic. All right then, our next award is for finest companies. So, presented by Sam French. Please would you welcome him up on the stage, please. Sam French.
It's fantastic to be here. I've seen a few Young Enterprise things and I think it's absolutely amazing what you do. My name is Sam French from my company Sam's Kitchen, and we produce gingerbread men that wear fashionable clothes. We've been featured in Vogue magazine for our designs, and we supply people like British Airways and other major retailers. I won Young Startup Talent just over a year ago, which is like Dragon's Den but for young people, where I won £50,000 worth of business support. And Young Enterprise has been a part of that for the time I've been involved in, and it's been absolutely amazing. Young Enterprise, I've seen all the teams and all the stands and everything, and that's what I did, but I didn't actually know what Young Enterprise was when I was your age. So I'm really impressed with everything that you've done. Obviously, I've got to give out this an awards for managing directors. It's a great honour to be able to do this, so thank you. Bird Igloo, Mary Berries, Alpha, Goodwood, Calibrate, Uproar, Omni and Intech UK. All the MDs. All the MDs, we can't.
Excellence Award, and please would you give a warm welcome to Lorna Simpson.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's an absolute honour to be here today to represent ASDA, and I would just like to say a massive congratulations to all of the participants today. You've all produced work that's been outstanding and have really given myself and my fellow judges a bit of a challenge today. That said, we've gone through and looked at all of the retail, and there is a winner for the retail, and if you've got the envelope. And the winner of the Asda Retail Excellence Award is Goodwood.
And I'm meant to know about these things. Well done, congratulations, and well done. So the next award is for our best trade stand. Now, you've been walking around here. It's very difficult when you've got three sides and you've got to decorate that. You've got to make it look like a shop front just for a moment. I'm sure our lovely guests from the retail sector will actually realise how difficult it is sometimes to capture your customer's imagination. They walk in there, they see what they want, and you've got to just capture it just for a second, encapsulate everything that's in your customer's mind's eye. And that's what you've been seeing with the trade stands around here today. So, to tell us who our winner for the best trade stand is, supported by South East Water, and presented by Shruti Barton.
So I can't believe that this time last year I was actually in your shoes. I'm a graduate from Kingston University and my company, Aesthetic, actually launched a product called the Flower Posse, which is a reusable, eco-friendly flower carrier. So yeah, to be able to look at everyone else's work today, look at the trade stands, the students, you guys did a great job, and I'll be putting my orders in soon. So along with Julian from say who the winner is. Yeah.
Should we do it together, like the Oscars?
Let's go, ready? And the winner is?
And the winner is Intech UK.
That we've had here today. The best company report is presented by Dean Lockery. Would you like to join us as well?
First of all, let me say a very big congratulations to everyone that was involved today. You should all be very, very proud. My fellow judges will all agree, judging was not easy at all. So, in the midst of some very strong competition, do we have the envelope? The winner for the Best Company Report Award will be announced by Antonio.
Brilliant, like the Oscars.
It is, exactly.
And the winner is Uproar.
So then, our best presentation, supported by Not on the High Street. Please would you welcome to tell us who the winner is, Sophie Cornish.
I was just so delighted that Gracie asked me to be involved in this. It's something very close to my heart, obviously, because of what I do with notonthehighstreet.com, supporting small businesses at just a slightly later stage than you all are today. And honestly, there's barely anything in it. You're all phenomenal. So what I loved about watching all of your presentations today is that I could see from the content and the commitment and the personalities that shone through that this is something that really, really matters to you. And because it matters to you, you've really, really obviously worked yourselves ragged and delivered fantastically high standards and great, great results. So you should all be so proud of yourselves. And I am happy to say that you all pulled it off. Each team nailed a truly superior presentation. So I'm not going to keep you all waiting with mine. But it really is just to say the decision was so tough. We're not making it up when we ran out of time just debating. It was very, very close. But one team particularly stood out for their sheer, and I think you will all agree with me, stood out for their sheer showmanship, their passion, their charm, their wit, and their originality, as well as their ability to showcase their business in a really meaningful way. And we have. So, the Best Presentation Award, supported by NotOnTheHighStreet.com, Bird Igloo.
So then, our Regional Company of the Year, that's where we find ourselves already. It is that moment. And supported by ExxonMobil and presented by Manager Operations and Trading, ExxonMobil International Limited. Please really welcome John P. Gunn.
Thank you very much for that welcome, and it's an absolute privilege to be here and to look at you all and to spend time with you today. My journey with Young Enterprise starts 20 years ago. Well, actually, it finished initially 20 years ago this month when the company that I was in as a student reached the regional finals for the Southwest. And that memory of doing Young Enterprise as a young person has stuck with me throughout my career. I learned so much then about teamwork, about business, and about what it takes to sell and to market products. And that's been an inspiration to me through my life, through my career. And I've been absolutely delighted over the last 3 or 4 years now to be able to be back involved with Young Enterprise through ExxonMobil. I'm delighted that both myself and ExxonMobil as a company can support this event to support you to do what you've done with these companies, and that hopefully will stand you in good stead for the future. You've heard it from everyone, this was an incredibly tough day for the judges. We can say it, but it really is. All of you have taken your companies to the next level and come through many levels of competition to get to this stage and to be facing the potential of winning this final. And with that, I'll move to the winner. And the winner of the Best Company Award 2014, supported by ExxonMobil, is Uproar.
At the back there. I'd like to invite back Bracy Parish, please, ladies and gentlemen.
I see what you mean. It's massive, isn't it? It is, yeah. Okay. what I would like to do actually, we didn't see them all, is that a group picture actually of the winning team up north. Before we get them up here and wish them all the best for the national finals, so can I ask the judges to make their way to this area, and we'd like you to welcome the winning company from today, the company of the year in this part of South East England. And as they come up, we're going to have some rousing music and some massive cheering to wish them all the best for the national final at the British Film Institute. I got my prompt at this great on the 1st of July. So can we have a massive roar? All of us, all of them,
One more photograph on the count of 3. Hands in the air, punch in the air with joy. You ready for this? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Punch that air!